take down the Summer of Pain Mr. Sinister. So let's go. Alright, so first up what we have is your typical neurotoxins for the win. Just make sure you apply neurotoxins at least 2 to 3 stacks on Mr. Sinister to prevent him from reflecting any of those debuffs back at you. And from here on out, you can just basically Dax at will. And anytime he has less than 2 neuros on him while he's under 2 bars of power, just re-parry to push him to an SP2. So as they say, the rest of the fight is history. Archangel just melts this Mr. Sinister like a hot knife through butter.
Hindsight is fleeting when your heart's bleeding and all you can see is red, till you discover it is within each other to forgive and make amends. If I had known then what I know now, I wouldn't have said what I said. I took the long road, thought I'd be better on my own. Sometimes what's right is wrong instead, 'cause I was too young and I didn't understand that you were the one, and I can't wait to see you again. Oh, I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait. 'Cause
Up next, another quick fight, we have Nova Flames for the win. So make sure you activate the pre-fight for Human Torch, and the rest of the fight is just you melting Mr. Sinister just like Archangel. Alright, and as for me, I prefer to keep my masteries intact, so I'm not removing Dexterity at all, and neither should you. So just be mindful, tell yourself, just make sure you parry the special ones as you see over there, and everything should fall into place. Furthermore, you can use Mr. Sinister's SP1 Energy Blade when you parry that to build up the temperature. So you won't actually need to charge heavies to build up that temperature instead. So if done correctly, this fight should be over in just about 2 minutes. Just let those Nova Flames do the trick. Each Nova Flame also procs a power sting on Sinister, so this really speeds up the fight even more as well.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Up next, also another quick fight with Sunspot. Just make sure you build up to at least 9 flash states, launch that SP2 and just watch him implode.
exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall, fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Alright boys, who am I kidding? 9 flash states is a bit overkill. 6 to 8 I reckon should be good enough to put this boy in the bin. Okay, up next we have G99. Compared to the previous 3 fights that you just saw, this fight is going to take quite a bit of time, but it's really safe as well. Basically what you want to do as usual while you're ramping her up is let her degens do the trick and allow them to help you gain power, and when you have enough for an SP2 just launch it, but be mindful, for me Dax is still on, so I try not to Dax, I just parry. Oh yeah, and another thing is don't worry about those degens being reflected because it just ain't possible.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town.
With I-Bomb here, what you want to do is let those poisons on Sinister help you gain power, and when you have enough for an SP2, launch it with around 11 to 12 personal poisons for you to proc an aura, and from here on out, just launch those SP1s when you have enough power to maintain aura while you stay close to Sinister and just watch him acid burn away. Of course boys, you should be under no illusions that this would be a quick fight. It's gonna take some time, but as long as you keep up that aura, Sinister will drop soon enough.
Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show.
With Dr. Doom, this method is extremely safe, but it is long as F, man. Alright, so doing this, you can Dax all you want, but oh man, be prepared. When I did this with a 6-star rank 3 Dr. Doom, it took me close to 8 minutes. Yup, so get ready some popcorn boys, you are in for a long ride. With Apocalypse, it's going to take you between 4 to 5 minutes depending on whether you use a 5-star or 6-star. Of course, rank 5 or rank 3 that is. But anyways, what you want to do is just let those bleeds first allow you to gain power and start proccing all those debuffs on Sinister with the SP1 and SP2. Lock in those debuffs, turn them permanent, and then from here on out, you're basically free to Dax at will because the SP3 itself procs a 70% potency concussion on Mister Sinister. Of course, bear in mind it's only 70%, so what I tend to do is I push him to his SP2 by reparrying to make sure he has no chance of activating that SP1 to reflect any of those damaging debuffs back at Big Daddy APOC. And the added benefit of all those damaging debuffs on him, because now they're permanent, is that each and every second as you're trying to bait out that SP2, he's taking away a few thousand health per second. So in other words, what seems to be a long fight isn't that long at all with Big Daddy APOC.
Trying to protect your soul.
And speaking about long fights, what we have over here is the longest fight of all, in my opinion, at least the one I did, of course, is with Guardian. What you want to do is let his high energy resistance save you from all those damaging shocks, and basically just combo him like you would as per normal, like a normal fight that is. And if you want, just push him to SP2, proc that concussion on Guardian so that he gets inflicted with a shock debuff himself, allowing you to eventually build your own SP2 and launch it for a wee bit of bigger damage so you can speed up this fight. And if you boys are in for another battle of attrition, you can try it with Red Guardian as well. Once again, it's also a really long fight because he can't proc any damaging debuffs on Mr. Sinister, which means he can't throw any special attacks. So be prepared to do close to, I haven't done it myself though, but I reckon 400 to 500 hits if you're using a rank 5 5-star before you take him down in 10 minutes. Yeah. Alright, and there you have it, boys. The top 8 counters for week 2 of the Summer of Pain. This has been Sats, signing off. Peace out and take care. And I'll see you for the next one.